Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here at CSL Redlands. Let me guide us into a meditation here. I invite you to just close your eyes and breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice and deep and slow. And let us center ourselves in this moment. And just breathe in deeply through the nose, out through the mouth. Let it not be forced or controlled, just let it flow naturally. Feel the rise and fall. And let it grow deeper, slower with each breath. Until it feels natural and comfortable. And just go ahead and let your shoulders drop. And let all your muscles, let all that tension just melt away. Focus on your breathing. In deep, out through the mouth. Nice and slow. Just let any distracting thoughts slip away. And if any distracting thoughts enter the mind in this process, just acknowledge them and return to focusing on your breathing. We center ourselves in oneness with Spirit. Let us be aware of the Spirit, the higher power within each and every one of us as we breathe. I call it God. You may choose to call it whatever works for you. Just feel, be aware of the oneness. As we center and unify ourselves with the higher power. Just continue to focus on your breath. Each inhalation, every exhalation. Just feel the warmth and the security and the light. Visualize this bright light within, at the core of your being. Feel it expand as you breathe in. Feel this light and this brightness flow from you outward with each breath. Feel yourself growing more relaxed, more centered in the light. Feel it pouring from you as you exhale. And feel this light enter, flow through you with each inhalation and flow outward with every exhalation. Within and all around. Feel the oneness, feel the flow. Just continue to center your attention on your breathing. And the light, and just feel it rise and fall as you go deeper. into consciousness. We breathe. Know your I amness. Oneness. Unity. See yourself moving through this light. Just as if you were floating through it. One with it. You feel yourself meshed with this energy, this vitality, this brightness, this goodness. It's peaceful. It is calm. Feel your breath grow deeper, deeper. Your body is completely relaxed. Centered. Just focus on the breathing. Feel the light. See it. Bright, warm, calm. restore, energize, vitalize. Let us now bring our attention back to this sacred place. Nice and slow at your own pace. You may choose to wiggle your toes, fingers, crane your neck. As we return to this sacred place, let us slowly open our eyes. This concludes our meditation. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you, Joe. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. Now look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Recognize the God in you. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Yeah, we come together. Oh, we come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God and each other. Now look at the person next to you, say namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in a sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. Oh, we come together. Yeah, we come together. In the name of, yeah, we come together. Oh, we come together. Yeah, we come together. In the name of love. Here's Reverend Carrie. Yay! And the crowd went wild.
Indeed. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, where we celebrate life. Thank you, Gilman, for getting us going and moving this morning. Yes, love his music. My name is Reverend Carrie Masters, in case you haven't guessed. But I'm the minister here, and our center is an open and inclusive community honoring people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, know that you are always welcome here. Our purpose is to awaken humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And our vision is a world that works for everyone. If you are here with us for the first time, please raise your hand so that we can bring you a packet of information and we can welcome you. Anyone here new for the first time? Welcome. We're glad you're here. All right. Is anyone here for the first time today? That would be all of us. Wake up. And so we're just really happy to all be able to gather here in the sanctuary. And I know that we're going to enjoy our service today. And now our centering music with our own Gilman Carver.
When we are grateful for our blessings, then we are in a state of grace. When we appreciate the small things, big transformation can take place. Sound of the ocean in a seashell, sight of the stars in outer space, smell of good food upon the table, touch of a friend when we embrace. for our blessings, then we are in a state of grace. We can recall a sense of wonder, spreading a smile across our face.
And so, with that beautiful music still hanging in the air, I invite us to simply turn within into that deeper place within us where Spirit dwells. I invite us to recognize that divine presence that is the state of grace in which we live in gratitude and peace. And I know each one of us, we are the beautiful expressions of that divine grace, of that divine peace. We are joyous expressions of life itself. And in that unity, I know that this morning's service moves easily and effortlessly. And I know that every word that is spoken, every song that is sung, every note of music we hear, be it live or in our heads, we simply know that it's God expressing through us and loving us. This Spirit, this divine presence, is that presence that is here in this moment, in this place. We take a moment to bless all of those in our spiritual community family who are not with us this morning. And we simply know that they're in their right place, expressing the divine in a most abundant way. And so we give thanks for our service this morning. We give thanks for everyone who is here. And we simply allow it to unfold as we let it begin by saying, "And so it is." Amen. Thank you, Gilman. That's an original song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Gilman wrote
Written
that
with these
song.
very
Isn't
fingers.
that great? Yeah. Yes. The reading this morning is from Ernest Holmes, who is the person who brought us to where we are today. He wrote in The Science of Mind these words: "It has been said that the prayer of thanksgiving is the prayer of appropriation. This was the manner in which Jesus prayed when he raised Lazarus from the tomb. 'Father, I thank thee,' he said. Recognition, unification, and realization are the three steps of affirmative prayer or spiritual mind treatment. When we speak the words of thanksgiving to the God within, knowing before they ask, 'Will I answer?' there is something in this attitude of thanksgiving that carries us beyond the field of doubt into one of perfect faith and acceptance, receptivity, and realization. Appreciation, gratitude, and thanksgiving are the motive power which attracts and magnifies the hidden potentialities of life."
This is my favorite Thanksgiving song. I think it's Reverend Carrie's favorite also. And I was going to do it last week before Thanksgiving, but then Al came up with another great Thanksgiving song, so I'll do it now. It's by John Pacino, and it's simply called Grateful. I've got a roof over my head. I've got a warm place to sleep. Some nights I lie awake counting gifts instead of counting sheep. I've got a heart that can hold love. I've got a mind that can think. There may be times when I lose the light and let my spirit sink, but I can't stay depressed when I remember how I'm blessed. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city of strangers, I found a family of friends. No matter what rocks and brambles fill the way, I know that they will stay until the end. I feel a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand you can see, but on the road to the promised land, this hand will shepherd me through delight and despair, holding tight and always there. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Yeah, grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. It's not that I don't want a lot, or hope for more, or dream of more, but giving thanks for what I've got makes me so much happier than keeping score. In a world that can bring pain, I will still take each chance, for I believe that whatever the terrain, my feet can learn to dance. Whatever stone life may sling, we can moan or we can sing. Grateful, grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. Truly blessed and duly grateful. John Bacino.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that was wonderful. I do love that song. Don't you like it? Isn't it good? Yeah. Grateful for everything. Gosh. Well, this morning I want to begin my message with a story. And let's see if I can find it. Here it is. I found this story, and I want to begin with it because it shows It's a wonderful example of what I want to bring to you this morning. At the end of her workday before Thanksgiving, a young mother drove to the small preschool and daycare center to pick up her daughter. This young mother lived from paycheck to paycheck and was sad that day because her budget wouldn't stretch far enough for a turkey for Thanksgiving dinner the next day. And she wanted to make the holidays really special for her little girl. So she prayed a silent prayer and began giving thanks for all that she did have. And she knew that she would make the day special for her in other ways. As she entered the school office, she found some of the teachers and the school administrator picking small pieces of paper out of a shopping bag. They would read the name on that little piece of paper, shake their heads no, and put it down, and reach into the bag to find another name. The young mother wondered what in the world they were doing, but waited patiently until her name was drawn from the bag. The applause and cheers from the school staff surprised her, and the next thing she knew, she was handed a frozen turkey. The school administrator explained that they had decided to have a drawing to determine which family from their school would receive the turkey. He looked at that young mother and he said, "You won." It was obviously a fixed drawing, and the young mother began to cry. All the way home and during the whole next day, she gave joyful thanks for answered prayer she had received in the form of a frozen turkey. Our words of gratitude are really powerful, really powerful. And what I want to talk about today is being a beneficial presence by being in gratitude. You see, when she gave thanks for everything that she did have, she took away the darkness of the feeling that her life just wasn't working out quite right, and replaced it with the light of gratitude. And that light becomes a part of our atmosphere, our personal atmosphere. It becomes a part of the energy that we have around us. And that light shines into other people's lives and makes their light brighter. Does that make sense? Yeah. So by giving thanks, she knew that she was good right where she was. She had her beautiful daughter, she had a place to live, and she had some food. Wasn't exactly a Thanksgiving dinner, but it was okay. And the people at the school received her light, and they fixed that drawing so that she would receive an answer to her prayer. This is how gratitude and our thoughts work. Ernest Holmes tells us, change your thinking, change your life. Indeed. When we change our attitude about things in our life, what happens is that the things in our life begin to change. Ooh, it's really powerful. Let's see. So there might be something in our life that we want to make better. Yes? Is there one thing in your life you would like to make better? Yeah, of course. And when we allow ourselves to bring that one thing forward into our awareness and really see what that is, it's actually an expression of the divine that wants to pour itself through us and be more of the light in the world. And so when we want that one change, all we need to do is to change our thinking about it. There have been so many times in my life, and maybe in yours as well, when my circumstances weren't just exactly right, especially the recent financial hiccup that I've experienced with someone hacking into my account, and they thought they got away with about $3,000, but they didn't, because all of that's settled now. But at the time, that was rattling. Would it rattle you guys too? Or is it just me? Oh my gosh. So, going into prayer, I realized, look, I have the resources, I know what to do here, and so I began to take the steps to correct the issue. And I was angry. I had a lot of stuff going around my thinking. And so I had to be very careful after I said that prayer to make sure that my thoughts stayed in the alignment of the gratitude that I spoke in that prayer. Now, had I gone off of that and decided to tell my story to every person who would listen, what I would have done is kept it alive. I would have kept alive all of that anger and all of that frustration and all of the shock and all of that. But because when we tell our story over and over and over again, it keeps it alive within us. And when we continue to ask for prayer for the same things over and over and over again, it's because we're keeping the situation alive in us. And so the universe is responding to our thought and saying, yes, okay, you get more of this. And this is anything that you have been keeping alive within you. Act. So it's important for us to really come into that place of gratitude so that we can be grateful for what we have right now. What is it that we have that is opposite from that one thing we want to change? What is that one thing that we could see that might bring us into a new awareness of what it is we're really trying to bring forward into the world through changing our life through that one thing? It's really important to make sure that we tap into what we do have. I read somewhere this week, being grateful for what we do have allows more to come in. And as I said last week, gratitude is a creative force. Whatever it is we're grateful for is what we will create more of, whatever it is. So there are situations where we might want to move from where we live now into another place. And that's something I have vast experience with, because I've moved a lot. I don't know why, but I've moved a lot. But giving thanks for what I already have has allowed me to move into a place that produced more peace and more abundance of every good thing. So being grateful allows us to really push forward our desire for whatever it is that we want. If we can be grateful for it before it happens, it will happen, it will unfold with so much grace and so much divine order. So we get to do that in this life. We get to create. I think it's fabulous that we get to be the experimenters of our own life and experiment with this idea that Ernest Holmes has taught us, that we can have all that we think of. Wow. In Creative Mind and Success, one of Ernest's books, he says the reason we can make our requests known with thanksgiving is because we know from the beginning that we are to receive. Therefore, we can't help but be thankful. If we know in the beginning that we are going to receive it, we might as well be thankful now. Yes? Of course. And he goes on to say, this grateful attitude to the Spirit puts power. Maybe the battery died. Maybe I'll use this microphone. One, two, three. Oh, works. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just use this. Yeah. So where was I? Okay. Spirit puts us in very close touch with power, and adds much to the reality of the thing we are dealing with. It allows us to be in touch with what's going on around us, and then responding with, ooh, I'm thankful for something greater than what's going on right now. Oh my goodness. And it's important for us to be grateful for things that we are given. We're coming into a season of giving and receiving. And so many times I have seen people give a gift to another, and the person who's receiving the gift might be very excited about it, or they might be, oh gosh, thanks so much. And on the inside they're saying, what am I going to do with this? See, the universe hears all that. And the atmosphere that we create when we are not as sincere about our thanks for the gift, when we're not that sincere, the person giving the gift can hear that intuitively. And that's what it sounds like, you know? It's like, no, I don't want that. I want that. Yeah, we get into a place where we are extending not a light of gracious thankfulness, but rather a kind of a dark thing that says, I don't want that. And the person giving it can sometimes pick up on that. And we don't want that to happen at all. So what we need to do is bring into our feeling nature the idea that we are receiving all the good from the universe. My aunt, bless her soul, she used to say, if someone gives you something, accept it with gratitude. And then if you don't want it later on, pass it along to somebody else, but never refuse a gift. Absolutely. You see, the universe is giving us gifts every single day, in every single moment. Being here is a gift. Standing tall and breathing air is a gift. Having a beating heart is a gift. So we are a walking, talking gift of God. Isn't that cool? And we get to create even more gifts as we move forward. We get to be that beneficial presence that we would like to be in the world. We get to do that because we know that we have within us that innate gift that is spirit, that is expressing through us. And we can say, thank you, God, thank you, Spirit, thank you for all of the gifts that I have, and that I am. You are a gift. You know that, don't you? Okay, good. All right. Let's see. My notes are a little bit scattered because Spirit was playing with me as I was writing this, so and then I stand up here and I'm just expressing God this morning. How much fun is that? So there are things that we also want to remember to be thankful for that are going right in our individual lives and in the world. There are things that are going right in the world. There are a lot of advancements taking place around the world that is bringing more healing, more pure air, more good to the life of our planet and to the life of all of us who live on it. And there is a lot of good happening in our own life, even if we can't see it at this moment. Dr. Emoto kind of proved that with his experiment with water. In the movie, What the Bleep Do We Know? If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. His research was brought forward. He found that water, when it is blessed and then frozen, or blessed while it's being frozen, can become this beautiful array of pattern in an ice, kind of an ice crystal. It's beautiful. And he has pictures to substantiate what his theory is. However, if the water is exposed to negativity and frozen, it's ugly. It's kind of all twisted, and it's just not as pretty as the water that was blessed. Now, all of us, our bodies, are quite a bit of water. Now, we're made of water and other things, but aren't we like 98% water, something like that? 50%, something like that. I don't know. 80. All right, thank you. I knew you would know that. And since we are made of, we have so much water within us that it behooves us to be thankful for us, for our body, for everything about who we are, because that in itself makes us beautiful, because we're making the water inside of us beautiful. Make sense? Of course, of course. There is so much for us to wrap our arms around, to embrace into our hearts, that is good and things that we can be deeply, deeply grateful for. Ernest Holmes tells us in The Science of Mind, he says, in everything give thanks. In everything give thanks. An attitude of gratitude is most salutary and bespeaks the realization that we are now in heaven. Oh yeah, we are now in heaven. Heaven isn't up there in the ether someplace, and hell isn't down there in the center of the earth someplace. Heaven and hell are states of mind. And if we allow ourselves to be grateful for life, we are putting ourselves in that beautiful state of heaven. And on the other side of that coin, if we are not being grateful, if we are complaining constantly, if we are allowing little things to steal our joy, then it can put us into hell, into that state of mind that is hell. So it's important for us to realize that gratitude puts us in heaven, and it allows people around us to feel that heaven, and it improves their lives, making us a beneficial presence. Random acts of kindness also go a long way to help someone's spirits in a day. Once in a while, when I'm in the drive-through line at Starbucks, I will pay for the order for the person behind me. And if it works right, the person behind me will pay for the next one, and then it moves on and on as an act of kindness that can last. I've heard of it lasting for a couple of hours, just one car after another, paying for the people behind them. It's uplifting to help others in that way, and it uplifts us. And of course, we want to make sure that we are not hurting ourselves financially or in any other way by doing something like that. But it's an example for me to give to you on how to spread your beauty that you are. And so today, I want to leave with you that your words of gratitude, your words, period, are sacred. Every word you speak is a sacred creative power. There is an infinite abundance of good waiting to pour itself into your life right now. All we need to do is to be grateful for that good, even if we can't see it, even if we don't know what it is, and allow ourselves to be in the heaven of knowing that it's already ours. And so it's important for us to accept our good and say thank you, like my aunt taught to me. Accept your good, say thank you, and move your life into a positive, beautiful, heavenly place. Our affirmation for this week is this: I am grateful for everything I do, everything I am, everything I have. I'll say a few words and then you can repeat it. I am grateful for everything I am, everything I do, and everything I have. And so it is. Namaste.
So here's 4 specific things that you can be, 4 specific gifts that you can be grateful for. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me life is so sweet as I listen to her song. I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite, and love will increase. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Little birdie told me that life is so sweet as I listen to her song. I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite,
right, thank you, Gilman. Okay, now it is time for announcements. What is that, Richard? An addition to the I have 2 additions to the announcements. So you might as well get comfortable. We might be here till breakfast. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. The Center for Spiritual Living, that's us, presents a special 70th anniversary full-screen showing of the 1951 sci-fi film classic, The Day the Earth Stood Still. Everybody say, ooh.
Klaatu Barada Nikto.
It's going to happen on Friday evening, December 17th at 6 p.m., and it delves into a number of human issues that are still relevant today, and will be followed by a panel discussion concerning recent revelations about UFOs and related matters. COVID protocols will be in place with a free will donation and a few snacks provided. And there is a flyer that is back there with Phil. Phil takes care of our movie nights here. And there's also a phone number on the bottom of the flyer if you would like to call and find out more information. Today at 11:30, right here in the sanctuary, we're going to have our Get Acquainted Circle. Now this circle is an informal time of just getting together, and if you're rather new to the center, if you've been here for a while, we'd love to have you join us. We introduce ourselves, we just get to know each other. You can even ask questions about the philosophy that we teach or anything about our church, but please ask questions that I know the answers to. So, I'm gonna set up some chairs up here, and if you'd like to join us at 11:30, we'd love to have you. It only lasts 1 hour, and it's really fun. We had a great time last time. Next Sunday, the Dream Band will be here. Woohoo! Yes. So that means we're going to have 4 musicians up here, and Gilman is one of the 4. It's phenomenal. If you haven't heard the Dream Band, plan to be here next Sunday. They're fabulous. And there is a Center for Spiritual Living convention coming up in January. It will be held in Indian Wells, or you can attend virtually, like me. And if you are planning to attend, please do let me know. I just want to kind of keep track of who all's there and all of that. There is a flyer on that side table with all those pretty flowers. You can pick it up and take a look at it, or you can go online to csl.org and scroll down and look for the events, and the 2022 convention will be there. We are inviting everyone to bring snacks for Sunday service. You can make them at home and bring them, or you can do pre-packaged snacks. And on the first Sunday, next Sunday is a first Sunday of the month, we're inviting everyone to bring a main dish for a main dish potluck. So if you would like to participate in that, just come and bring a main dish if you like. And if not, there's usually more food than we know what to do with at a potluck, and I'm proclaiming that right now. So if you don't have anything to bring, just come and join us. We are going to be having openings on our Board of Trustees beginning in January, because every year 2 people at least rotate off of the Board of Trustees, so 2 new people can be on the Board of Trustees. And if you're wondering what happens at a board meeting, you are more than welcome to attend our next board meeting, which is on December 12th. It starts at noon right at the back table. The next one starts at 3. Has everyone responded to that? Do you know? Okay. Okay, we're going to say that the board meeting starts at 3 on December the 12th. You're more than welcome to come and see how it functions and what happens, and then you can talk to the president of our board, Brother Mark, for information about being a part of our board. We are also looking for some smiling, friendly people to be greeters on Sunday mornings, and part of that duty is to take the offering. So there's 2 people usually who do that, and we need folks to volunteer for 1 Sunday a month. That's all. And if you want to do that, there's a sign-up sheet on that side table with Sunday dates along the side, and you can sign up for the Sunday that you want to be an usher or greeter. It's the most fun job in the church, I have to say. So sign up to do that. We really, really need some people to help out in that regard. If you have not yet done so, please remember to fill out your giving pledge form that's on your chair. If you're sitting on it, that's fine. Just take it out and put down some kind of an amount that you would like to pledge in 2022. Now, if you can pledge only $5 a week or $5 a month or $500 every 6 months, whatever it is that you want to pledge, put that down here, because this helps us create the budget for our coming year. It's really important. Let's see. And the minister is available after service today. If you need a quick prayer or a little conversation, please see me, and we can even do a prayer in our Get Acquainted Circle after service. You're invited, all of you are invited to stay after for some refreshments and fellowship. And thank you to everyone who is connected with us online. We really appreciate your presence. And I want you to all have a fantastic week. And it's now time for our offering. So this is the time when we give, which allows us to put into motion the law of circulation. There are many ways to give, and one of the ways here at the center is cash, check, or credit card. David has the credit card device that you can give using that. If you give online, you can go to our website at cslredlands.org and click on the donate button, or you can go to our Facebook page and click on that donate button. And on the website, if you go to the donate page, you'll see all the other ways that you can donate. It's amazing what we can do these days. So as our ushers come forward, we're going to repeat our offering affirmation. I will say a bit, and you can repeat it after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
Bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
Send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It does great work in the world.
It does great work in the world.
And it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
It returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I want to thank Richard and Holly for being our ushers and greeters today. And I want to thank all of you for the gifts that you have given to this center this morning. We're going to take a moment to bless these gifts. And so as we close our outer eyes, we recognize that there is only one source, and that source is God, the divine. It is Spirit. And I know that this source provides us with all good. And I know that this center is blessed with all of the good that has come forth through these offerings. I know that every person who has given this day is blessed with abundance, because the law of circulation is saying yes to them, and as they have given, they shall receive. It is already done for all of us. And so we simply allow it to be, as we say together, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's now time for our closing healing prayer, and I want to point out that we have on the seats, we have prayer request forms. If you have a prayer request, please do fill that out, and you can hand it to me at the end of service, or you can place it folded on top of the piano over here, and I will pick them up and make sure they are distributed to our practitioners. But we hold you in prayer for an entire week, so it's a pretty good deal. So today we're going to move into a healing prayer, which will be our closing prayer. So I invite you, if you have a prayer request that's on your heart this morning, to just allow it to come forward. Just allow it to just be there at the altar of your heart. And as we close our eyes and recognize the presence of God that is within us, as we recognize the presence of God that is in this room, in this very room, the presence of the infinite is right here, right now. And this divine presence has created life out of itself. We are all created from that unconditional love and light and peace that is God, that is Spirit. And I know that every prayer request is already answered in the affirmative. The universe always says yes. And so our requests for prayer are already answered in some form on a subconscious level. And we know that that divine creative power that is Spirit is already working to manifest every request that we might have. And so this day, I invite each of us to bring forward perhaps a name of a loved one that you would like prayer for. You can say it out loud. You can whisper it if you like. And let's just hold a space, a sacred space of healing and knowing the truth for all of these loved ones. So whenever you're ready, just place the name of that person, could be yourself, into this silent moment. Helen. And so we simply know that all of these beautiful souls are surrounded in light and peace and beauty. and wholeness. They are the divine wholeness that God is. At the center and core of our being, there is a place within us that is whole and perfect and complete. Every cell of our being, every cell of every person that we know and love is whole. It is complete. It is perfect. And so any discomfort, any dis-ease is eliminated and sent back into the ethers from which it came, so that the expression of this wholeness can be brought forth in perfect unity and peace. I know for each one of us here this morning that we are a beneficial presence in the world. We've already proven it by the willingness to be a part of this healing prayer. And so I know that our life is blessed, and the lives of all the people that we touch are blessed. I know for us in this moment that there is only good unfolding. I know that for this Center for Spiritual Living, there is only the divine creating all of the good that is abundance, that is perfection, that is beauty and peace and joy, and all of the attributes of God are already being expressed in this beautiful center. And I know that as we express all of that, we attract the most perfect minister, and we attract the most perfect practitioners to be a part of this beautiful Center for Spiritual Living, Redlands. I'm so grateful to know that there is a beautiful enthusiasm, the breath of God, taking place in the hearts and the minds of everyone who is attracted to this center. And so we just give thanks for that. We give thanks knowing that it's already done. It's already in place. And we are filled to overflowing with love, with enthusiasm, with joy, and with deep and profound fellowship, trust, and unconditional love. And I know this is true for every house of worship in this community and beyond. Every church, every synagogue, every temple, all of it is a blessing to all of those who are attracted to it. And so I give thanks for all that we do here at this Center for Spiritual Living to lift up all of those people who are in our hearts, all of those people we don't even know yet. We haven't met them yet, but they're on their way to us. And so I give thanks for all of this. I give thanks that God hears that prayer, the divine listens, and that creative force says yes, yes. I am so grateful to know this truth, to know this philosophy, this prayer is working in this moment for each one of us. I am so thankful that the creative activity of the law of that creative force of the universe is already working on our behalf. And I am so grateful to know that I can release these words with grace and ease and with a big, deep breath, knowing that it is already done. And so we simply allow it to be as we say together, and so it is. Amen. Thank you for joining us this morning, and here's Gilman with the closing song.
This is a responsorial, which means whatever I sing, You just echo it back to me, okay? Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me know love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fail. Let me learn. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. And let me share the good that's overflowing. Let me share, and let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live. And let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Thank you. We'll see you next week with the Dream Band.